Hello and welcome. In this video, I will demonstrate how ChatGPT can be used for implementation of 5S, which is frequently used as a part of Lean and Six Sigma methodologies. So first, I have asked ChatGPT to describe briefly what this methodology is. So this methodology is actually a 5 steps methodology. Each of these steps has a name which in Japanese starts with an S sound. So that is why it is called 5S methodology. So the first step is Siri, in which you identify and eliminate unnecessary items. And then comes Seaton, or set in order, in which you arrange and organize necessary items so that they are easy to find and use. And then comes the seesaw or shine part, in which you clean workplace and equipment regularly. Then comes standardize or sekitsu, in which you establish standards and procedures for maintaining organization and cleanliness. And then comes the last part, which is sustain or shitsuki, in which you foster a culture of discipline and continuous improvement. But you must be thinking, how can ChatGPT do this? So ChatGPT can actually do this, and let me show you how. I have given it a photograph of a rather disorganized workplace. I have given this photo, as you can see here, and I have asked it to identify the items in this picture and create a list, and then identify which items need to be kept, removed, or red tagged. So red tagging is used for the items about which you are not sure whether you should keep them or discard them. So see what it has done. The vision model of ChatGPT is extremely good at doing tasks like this. So you see, it has identified items from the given picture and listed those. It has identified items as computer monitor and has told me to keep it, a telephone, and it has also told me to keep it. That is kind of obvious. Books, about books it says that sort and keep only frequently used one and remove or red tag the rest. Then files and papers, and it has told me that I should sort through and keep essential documents only. And then it has identified plants and folders and stationery items and coffee mug, miscellaneous office supplies like staplers, tape, etc., and 10 canned food, blue pack, and it has told me to remove. So you see how good it is. I mean, some of the things are hard for even me to see here, but it has correctly identified all those items. Okay, and not only it has identified those items, but it has also classified them, whether they should be kept or removed. Okay, so far so good. Okay, then I have asked it how to arrange remaining items after removing unnecessary ones. Okay, so it has told me, after removing unnecessary items, follow these steps to arrange remaining items effectively. And it has also told me that this setting in order part is called Seaton. About computer monitor, it says place it in the center of the desk or in a location that provides a comfortable viewing angle and minimizes glare. About telephone, it tells me to keep it within an arm's reach, ideally on the side of your dominant hand, to allow easy access without crossing over the workplace. About essential books and files, it tells me to store vertically in a shelf in a book and holder on the desk, and use labeled binders or folders to categorize files and documents for quick access. About healthy plants, it tells me to place them in an area where they do not obstruct your workspace but are still visible to add a touch of greenery. Similarly, about stationary items, it is guiding me to organize them into desk drawers or use desk organizer with compartments. About coffee mug, designate a specific spot, preferably out of the way of your main work area to avoid spills. And miscellaneous office supplies, store these in a drawer or supply organizer. And it further adds that items like staplers, tape and sticky notes should be kept close but not cluttering the workspace. It is also telling me to establish zones. One should be a primary work zone. This is an area within arm's reach where you perform most of your tasks. And it is telling me to keep daily use items here such as computer monitor, keyboard, mouse, telephone and a few pens. And then it is telling me to establish a secondary work zone slightly farther away but still within the reach. Place less frequently used items like book folders and other office supplies here. It is also telling me to label and use labeling and color coding, because that makes identification and retrieval of items very efficient. About cables, it is telling me to use cable organizers or clips to keep computer and telephone cables tidy and out of the way. About personal items, it is telling me to limit personal items to a few meaningful pieces, and then it is telling me to do regular maintenance. Okay, so this is also very good. So you see, in the first step I gave it a picture, it identified items and it identified necessary and unnecessary items, and then in the next step it has guided me how to organize the necessary items that I should keep on my desk. But now that is not all. I have now asked it to give me the SOP to maintain the order. This order, even if I do this once, I need to make sure that these things will remain in this order. So it has also created a standard operating procedure or SOP for me, which will ensure maintenance of the workplace order. In this SOP, it has listed down daily tasks that I should perform daily, then weekly tasks, for example, review and sort items, reorganize supplies, plant maintenance. Then it has given me monthly tasks, quarterly tasks, and then it has also provided general guidelines. So it has created a full SOP for me about documentation and record and etc. So this is also very good and very helpful. But now I have asked it to give me a checklist for periodic audits, because I also need to perform audits, and I have asked it to give me provide me a audit checklist. So it has given me this checklist. Siri, are unnecessary items removed from the workplace, are essential item identified and kept, etc., etc. For Seaton as well, for CISO, for Sekitsu and Shitsuki. And then it has given a section for additional observations and then an overall assessment. So it has created a full audit checklist for me to use. So this is, you see, very good, and it is actually quite impressive. Recognizing these items and recognizing or identifying the necessary and unnecessary items, creating lists, creating SOPs, creating guidelines, audit checklist. These are the things that take a lot of time. But as you see, with ChatGPT, all of this becomes very easy and very efficient. However, I must add that ChatGPT is, after all, just a tool, and it is not a human expert. So it is not going to give you a perfect plan. So you cannot expect ChatGPT to implement full 5S methodology on its own, but its main benefit lies in its ability to come up with initial drafts and suggest ideas. So you should start using ChatGPT for 5S methodology, and what is even better, that the what I have shown you is the free version of ChatGPT. Now you can use the vision model in free version of ChatGPT. However, there are some limitation. After some messages, your quota will be exhausted, and then you will have to wait for some time. But that quota is enough for you to go through one iteration. So thank you.